Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andy, and today we have the end of the month reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. This is going to be for January 20th through the 31st. So this is just an end of the month little recap or revision, I guess. We're just gonna quickly look into exactly what's going on in this month. Or this remainder of the month, I should say. I hope you guys had a great birthday. And yeah, let's get into it. We're transitioning into Aquarius season. And also this is just the age of Aquarius as well. So I definitely think that in this end of the month / moving into February and actually transitioning into the season of Aquarius, I think that there's going to be a lot of transformation happening with people. I think a lot more people are going to be authentic because Aquarius is very authentic. It's very Aquarius are very true to themselves. So I predict that for everyone across the board, I think that there's going to be a lot of ego shedding happening in this remainder of January and transitioning into February. I think that this is like the trigger point of that shedding. I think this is when a lot of people during this time are having realizations that they're not being true to themselves, that they're not being true and honest about their desires and their wants and their needs. Does that make sense? And I think that this is the time where those thoughts and those ideas are going to be coming to light, which is going to trigger people to set the tone for the rest of the year. Does that make sense? So setting the tone, it does not mean that you're going to instantly shed all your layers of your ego and you're going to be acting out of your true higher self instantly, but this is just the time period where you may be having realizations that you're not admitting certain truths or you're not being truly authentic within yourself and within your relationships. So that's just my general prediction for all signs. This is just for everyone across the board, but this video is specifically for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and again, like I said, for January 20th through the 31st. So please let me know, Spirit, what is Capricorn dealing with right now? 3 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so I feel like you guys are not at a crossroads, but it's almost like you guys you're working really hard, or you have worked really hard, maybe for the past year, for the past 2-3 years, you've worked really, really hard for a lengthy period of time, trying to achieve certain things for yourself, trying to obtain your goals, working very, very hard and diligently towards those things. But I feel that for a majority of you, if you're watching this, you have yet to actually see anything come from your work. You have yet to actually feel accomplished and fulfilled from the work you've been doing. So you're working really hard. Some of you could just be studying, so this could be school, like college, and it's just taking a while to earn your degree. As we all know, sometimes those things do take years. But I feel like you guys may be getting a little bit antsy around this time. You guys are a very patient sign, so you move slow, you like to take your time, you like to plan and work all the meticulous details out, so you're not a fast moving sign, right? But I feel that around this time you're getting kind of like, ugh, like, is this a waste of my time? Because Capricorns at the same time, although they don't move very fast, they don't like to waste their time. Capricorns are very much in the sense that if you do not believe that you will be successful or that you will be able to actually obtain these goals that you have set in mind, Capricorns tend not to pursue or to even open those doors. You're like, if it's not going to get me anywhere, why even start it? That's kind of a Capricorn mindset for the most part. And the majority of Capricorns that I know, my moon is in Capricorn, my Mercury is in Capricorn, I think my Mars is in Capricorn. I have a lot of heavy Capricorn placements. So I feel like right now you guys just could be getting a little, maybe some of you, because I just felt this word, but I feel like this is just for a couple of you, are maybe getting frustrated, but I feel like a lot of you guys are just getting impatient. I don't really sense a lot of frustration from majority of some of you may be getting frustrated, but it's just like you're like, oh, when am I going to receive some type of acknowledgement or some type of accolade for my work that I've been doing, because I've been working really diligently and really, really hard. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this, I honestly just feel like this is just signifying that, well, let me pull one more card and then we'll talk about this, because the 8 of Cups following this is really, okay. So we have 10 of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Cups, Okay, our 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Cups in the upright, and then we have the 9 of Wands. I honestly feel that you guys feel really defeated on the path that you're on. Some of you may be feeling and or thinking that whatever it is that you're doing, studying, working towards the job, the career that you're in, you may feel that it is the wrong one for you. You may feel like it's just not what's right for you. Some of you could feel like a little bit defeated, or you could feel like maybe someone has like critiqued your work, or maybe you work in a field where there's a lot of heavy critiques, or maybe someone, like, you could be like selling something like on an Etsy shop, or like I feel like some of you guys, you either have your own business or you yourself are your business. So you could be like an artist or a creator. And all of those things, like, let's say if you do sell something, it's like people leave reviews. They leave like, oh, this product sucked, or this and this. Like, people give you their opinions. And then, like I said, some of you are your own business, where you're like a freelance artist or some type of creator. And there's a lot of judgment and critiques on your work, and you take it very personally because you are your work, right? So I feel like a lot of you guys just feel really defeated. Like, you feel like you're not getting a lot of positive reinforcement or a lot of positive attention within your work, whether it's directly from your personal self, your own body, or it's something that you're trying to sell, and I feel like you're just not getting the accolades that you feel that you deserve. With the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 8 of Cups, just how I see it and how I'm really perceiving the situation, I honestly feel that a lot of you may be feeling around this time that you want to walk away, you want to leave. And again, and I want to reiterate, I'm not saying that the path that you're on is wrong, but I feel that a lot of you feel that it's not quite right. What you're doing right now is just not quite what you're meant to do. But because you've been doing it for so long, it's hard to walk away, right? Because like I said, remember what I said, Capricorns do not like to waste their time. So if you've already invested years, or, a lengthy amount of time into working towards a craft or studying something, you don't want to just throw away all that hard work, right? For nothing. But at the same time, if it's not truly authentically fulfilling you, right? Remember what I said. This is around this time a lot of people are realizing that maybe you're caught in cycles, or you're doing things that are not necessarily authentic to who you are or what you truly want and desire out of life. And I'm gonna say this, ultimately, staying in something that you know is not correct for you, that you know is not fulfilling, that is a true waste of time, because you'll only spend more time trying to make it fulfilling when it might be something that's just not for you. Just because you have been accustomed or used to or trained or programmed to believing or thinking that something is for you for a lengthy period of time, it does not mean that it has to be. Just because you've done something a certain way for a long time, that's not an excuse to continue to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, oh, I know this is toxic for me, but I've always done it like this, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Oh, this doesn't really make me happy, but I've been doing it for so long, I might as well just stick with it. That doesn't make sense, But again, it's your life, so you do what you want to do. But I honestly feel like right now, finances and those types of things with the 10 of Pentacles might not be so good. So right now you may, if this is a job, right now it might be like a slow season, or right now like money might be a little bit tight. Money might not be coming in as quickly or as frugally as you would like it, or how it may have been in the past. And with the 8 of Cups, I honestly feel a lot of you guys feel like walking away. A lot of you guys feel like leaving something. And I just want to say that the 8 of Cups is actually a representation of leaving a situation that you know is no longer good for you in order to pursue something greater for yourself, in order to pursue higher knowledge, in order to pursue a different path, in order to pursue something that's more fulfilling. The 8 of Cups is always leaving a situation that you know is not good enough for you, okay? So I'm just reading it how I see it, and I really feel like a lot of you guys may just be on the wrong path, okay? And that's up to you to determine and to decide at the end of the day if what you're doing is something that really fulfills you, if it's something that, does it really make you happy? Do you feel accomplished when you go home after a long day of work or studying? Do you feel like, you're excited to get back to it? Is it something that excites you? Is it something that burns a passion in your heart? Do you have that burning fire for what it is that you're doing? If not, may be time to reconsider if this is something that's true and authentic to who you are, and if this is something that you truly want and desire. Because like I said, just because you've given time to this, it does not mean that you have to continue to give time to this. You can change paths. You can pick something else at any given point in your life. It doesn't matter how much time you've dedicated to one thing. You can always change, you can always do something different, but that change starts within here, within deciding of what makes you feel fulfilled, what brings you joy. And if this is not that, then it's time to change, okay? Alrighty. Let's see what else we got for. We're just gonna pull, I think, one card of just something very quickly of what this last week or so, from January 20th to 31st, what's the big lesson to learn here for Capricorn at the end of the month? What was the lesson to learn here? What's the lesson to learn? Disruption. Okay. Wow, I love that. Disruption. So Capricorn, the big lesson to learn here right now, so within the month of January, but primarily focusing, because throughout every single day there's something to learn. At any given point, moment, time in your life, there's always lessons to be learned, okay? When I do these readings, we're primarily talking about what it is that each month is bringing to us, because each month that we step into, or I guess like every half of a month, we change into a different season, and there's different energies and planets are moving. So energy is just always constantly moving and transforming and changing, right? So with that being said, we're focused on primarily right now, what did January teach you? What did January bring up for you? And primarily bringing that focus towards this end of the month, wrapping up the month and our thoughts about this month, right? So a big lesson that this is all highlighting for you, having these realizations, what this month was bringing for you, what the universe is bringing to life to you, is that anything right now in your life that is disrupting your mind mentally, I feel like the majority of this is mental, okay? Yes, on an emotional and physical level, it can be as well, but Spirit is letting me know that anything that you've been like overthinking, or you think a lot about in like a negative way, like maybe you're like, oh, like, I feel like a lot of you guys are negatively thinking, you have negative thoughts towards whatever this job or career is that you're doing. So a lot of you guys are like, oh my God, I hate this. Like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I feel like there's a lot of that. There could be a lot of complaining. Again, I'm picking up more of that frustration energy with this card, that you guys could be a little bit more frustrated with yourself. I feel like primarily with your work, with maybe you feel like things are not getting anywhere. I just feel like that's what it is. A lot of you feel that whatever you're doing is just not going anywhere. Like you're just doing it, but you don't actually see it progressing, okay? And like I said, you're not a fast moving sign, so it's not a matter of things not moving fast or slow enough. It's just you feel like things may not be moving at all. And this could be within just internal, so you could just be feeling this way. Maybe you are making progress and it could just not be as fast as you would like it, and that's why it feels like you're making no progress, okay? So just keep these things in mind to really make sure that you're reviewing and reassessing what's happening internally within yourself and what's actually happening externally outside of yourself. Maybe getting a second opinion from someone you trust, a loved one, saying like, what do you think, how things have been going? How do you see the things that are going for me? Because maybe you're seeing it a specific way because it's your own life, but maybe someone else is seeing you and they're like, wow, like you've accomplished so much, you're doing so much, you're doing so great. You know what I'm saying? So Capricorns are perfectionists. Remember that. So it could be nice to get a second opinion from someone that you trust and respect. But I really see that the main lesson for you to learn here is that they're to, one, eliminate any negative ways of thinking of your craft or whatever it is that you're doing, okay? The reason why you're not able to manifest the 10 of Pentacles in the upright, the happy home life, the money, everything is stable, and that's like ultimate stability. The reason why you're not able to manifest that properly is because you're counter manifesting the things that you want. You want money, you want success, you want fame, you want the acknowledgement for your hard work. You want all of those things, and ultimately stability is what it's leading towards. But there's a lot of there's a negative mentality behind what it is that you're trying to manifest, okay? There's a negative way of thinking behind it. It's almost like, you get upset, you get frustrated, and that way of thinking is telling the universe that it's not something that you truly want. So it's almost like you're confusing the universe as to what it is that you want because of you're saying that you want this, but then you're thinking of it in a very different light, okay? So be careful of any disruptive thoughts. Be careful of overthinking anything this month, or watch your thoughts, okay? That's the biggest lesson, is to make sure that what you're telling people that you want, what you're telling yourself that you want, is also aligning with your mind. So your mind and your heart need to make sure that they're aligning, because they're on two different things. I feel like what your heart wants and what your heart is desiring is different from what you're either telling yourself or you're telling other people, or what you're just thinking in general. So just be careful of any disruptive thoughts that go against your heart's desires. That's the biggest lesson for you to learn here, is to try to find the balance. I want to say, yeah, your video for this month was reconnecting mind, body, and spirit, right? I know there's a lot of talk about a soulmate, but your primary focus for January was trying to connect mind, body, and spirit. So getting all the parts of the machine to work together. And again, this is showing up. That's the biggest lesson for you to learn here, is try to get your mind and your heart connected, including your body as well, of course. All right, we're going to close this message with a closing message from your angels. So these are from the spirit guides, angels that watch over, guide, and protect you. What they want Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to know for January 20th through the 31st. All right, so we have dreams. Believe in your dreams. Capricorn, you have big ideas, big thoughts. You have big goals that I'm sure a lot of people are like, that's unrealistic. That is so big. How could you think that you would possibly be able to accomplish that in your life? But people that think that way or tell you those things, that you're thinking too much, that you can never do it, I know that that is fuel for your fire. I know that that pushes you. You're not, okay, well, I'm going to prove them wrong. Oh, they don't think I can do it? I can do it. I'm going to show them. Make sure that you also believe in your dreams, right? So make sure that you're not trying to just pursue a certain path or pursue a very certain perspective or goal just out of spite, okay? This is something that I've kind of tried to grow out of, because this was me hardcore. I was hardcore like this years ago when I was younger or growing up. If someone told me that I could not do something, or if that was unrealistic, I'd be like, okay, watch me, and I would make it happen. After a while growing up, I realized that there was a lot of things that I was doing that I ended up ultimately not really wanting to do, but I just kept trying to achieve them because people made me feel that I could not, and I just wanted to prove people wrong. So for me, after a while, I realized that there were certain things that I was doing just out of spite rather than out of my true passion for what it was that I was trying to achieve. So just make sure, it's like almost like you just need to reassess things. Like I said, just check on yourself, check on what's happening with your true desires and true wants and needs. Like I said, Age of Aquarius. And make sure that you're actually believing in the goals and in the things that you're trying to achieve, okay? This could also be a very strong signifier that your dreams in this last week from the 20th through the 31st, or already in these past couple of days, have been trying to show you or illuminate a new path for you that's actually a little bit more true to what you're actually doing, okay? So pay attention to your actual dreams as well. That is the best and easiest way for most people, whether you're attuned to the universe or not. That is the easiest way that spirit and other metaphysical energies can communicate with us, because our dreams are realistically in a metaphysical space, okay? Because we can't physically see our dreams. Our dreams are not physical, but we can see them in a way, right? All right. That was your end of the month reading, Capricorn. I hope that you enjoyed it. Feel free to check out your other placements as well, as if this did not resonate, especially whatever you're watching this from. I always tell people, watch your moon sign. I feel like your moon is really important. Your moon and your rising, I feel like, are going to give you a little bit more insight than what your sun sign is actually going to give you, in my opinion. But again, you could watch all three. You could watch your Venus as well. Like I said, this is intended for Venus placements. It just depends on if it resonated or if it did not. But if it did, I would really appreciate if you guys like, comment, and subscribed. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job. It lets me know that you guys are supporting this channel and supporting the work that I do here. And that really, really means a lot, and I appreciate it. I hope that this helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that it gave you some insight into what's going on in your life, and I hope that it gives you some clarity and helps you refocus on the things that you need to do, okay? I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next month. Bye-bye.